our game.
Watch it. This is probably supposed to be a run play, and he just rises up and throws it to Pickens. He goes with the jump, and there could have been a face mask there. So he gets his hand up underneath St. Juste. And give St. Juste a lot of credit. He stays with it the whole way, and then he kind of gets a little face mask of Pickens as well. Could have gone both ways.
Let's make it a movie today.
On the defense.
Hey, bro, it can't define us today. I need you to stay with me. Hey, this shit ain't gonna decide the outcome of the game. It ain't gonna decide the outcome of the game. Look at me. You all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Let me take it back off.
Because when you bring in more.
Most of the time.
Another victory. Another victory. Mike Williams. Mike Williams.
Yeah.
How aggressive they are in traditional drop-back passing.
3rd and 12. Falcons again drop 8 into coverage. Field steps up, lets it go, and it's Pickens right by the marker. Let's see where they spot him. Looks like he's going to be a little short.
And that's the best ball he's thrown so far here early in this game. We've seen him be a little off target, Justin Fields. But that was a great throw. Nice job by George Pickens.
Field sets up, lets it fly. Pickens down there in field goal range has a first down and then some, and gets out of bounds with 1 second. Mike Tomlin's got to be like, wow, oh no, what is he doing?
Out of bounds. Everything looks like it's roll out left. He sells the sail route. That safety thinks he's taking a big post to the middle of the field, and then he sticks his foot and comes back. Great timing, great play design, and he is very lucky that he got that 1 extra second.
And a tight game between the Steelers and the Falcons. Steelers have it. Justin Fields back to work. They look to throw on first down. Taking a shot. He wants Pickens. He's got him. Pickens back to his feet. Inside the 20. Biggest play of the day for the Steelers. Fields hits Pickens for 51.
This is something, again, we mentioned earlier, and that play got called back on the OPI. He is as good as there is.
Contact at the 28-yard line. It's first down.
All right, they're going to bring that ball back to where he spotted. But either way, he is as good a deep ball, outside the numbers vertical receiver as there is in the NFL. We mentioned in the first half, only Tyreek Hill ran more go balls. He tracks the ball in the air. I can't tell you how difficult that is.
27 seconds. 2nd and 1. Fields has time, looking for a target. Finds it. It's Pickens.
But this is that cover 2 hole shot that the Chargers scored on earlier. And this time Fields gets all the way back.
The day today had scored just 3 touchdowns through the first 3 weeks. They've yet to score so far. Fields letting it rip, and he's got Pickens. Huge sequence there for the Steelers. Perfectly thrown pass by Fields.
I love the awareness by Justin Fields. Pickens is just running to the middle of the field, and then he sees he's going to go on an adjustment. He sees Fields, gets outside the pocket. The safety to the other side goes to the sideline, and Fields gives them the desperate, explosive pass and make sure there's not those wide running lanes for Fields to scramble.
4th down territory for Pittsburgh. 3rd and 2. Fields needs one here. Takes a shot. He's got Pickens. A majestic pass. Fields on target to Pickens.
On 3rd and 1. He had Najee Harris, didn't go there. Comes back though to Pickens. Has the first down. There's a flag down as he works the sideline inside the 15, and a flag on the back end of that.
There it is, clearly out of bounds.
It's equally as stunning on the inside. 2nd and 8. Field sells the fake. Deep shot. Down for it is Pickens. First and goal for Pittsburgh. The most frustrating part with Pickens is just how talented he is.
Yes.
And whether or not he can get it rolling and sustain it, avoiding any distractions. 31-yard reception. Steelers want to get there quickly because they don't want him to look at it.
Over the 24, play action, protected. There's your shot downfield towards Pickens. Contested volley brings in at the 32-yard line. Big ball to Pickens, working on Brandon Echols.
That's the old moon ball. Here we go. He's going to drop back, throw it as high and far as he can. And he has one of the better contested catch guys in the National Football League, and Pickens down the field. And because of the trajectory of that ball, it drops straight down.
Second and 10. Jets bring 4. Wilson end zone shot. Pickens! Got it! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Mike, I want you to watch the trajectory of this throw. We were watching them practices the other day. Little lob pass in the corner. The greatest weakness that I saw out of Justin Fields was all those line drive throws, right? Not the touch, not the moon ball, not the ones up over the top. And because of that, you saw...
Wilson's got a little bit of time here, and lofting, caught off the deflection by Pickens. It was first Pickens, then Isaiah Oliver in the game because of the injury to Adams, then back to Pickens. 3 contested balls. He's brought him down tonight.
We've seen juggling going on out here tonight. Off the hands, off the helmet. Let's flip it out one more time, catch it again. And here we go, Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, this game has had a little bit of everything, but the success that Russell Wilson has had.
1 touchdown from their offense, 1 touchdown from their special teams. Here's one aired out. Pickens! What a grab, and out of bounds inside the 10 at the 3.
Earlier in this game, it's excellent, and it has been this year, and this ball was perfect. Good protection up front by the offensive line.
Wilson hooks a pass, looking, end zone! George Pickens climbs the ladder for the touchdown! Wilson to Pickens is potent.
Watch Cordero Patterson and blitz pick up here. If he doesn't pick him up, Russell Wilson's under duress in the pocket. That allows Wilson to throw the football unencumbered. And look at Pickens uncover himself deep into the route against.
Warren in, sets up as a receiver. Wilson in the pocket, slings it, complete. Trying to break away is Pickens, and he does. Pickens finally goes down at the 11. The impressive catch and run for George Pickens.
When you hit a receiver on the move, it's a whole different end result. Because after the catch, now he's got momentum going.
Wilson is below 50% in his completion rate, 11 of 24. Wilson delivers it downfield, and it's hauled in by Pickens. Sideline catch made. Penalty marker down.
Number 99 of the defense lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty has declined. Result of the play is a completed pass. First down.
A gorgeous throw. How about the exceptional concentration by Pickens, because St. Jude sees the ball and tries to affect it with his arm.
We are under 3 minutes to go in the third. Second and 15, Harris back in. Wilson, it's a moonshot, and it's caught by Pickens.
Veteran play for a receiver. Watch when his hands come up in the route. They don't come up until the ball's almost there. Why? When you show late hands, you're not telling the defensive back that the ball's coming. If you put your hands up like it's coming, he reacts. But he keeps his hands down until the ball's all the way in the breadbasket.
He just doesn't have that in him as often as he did in his younger days.
3rd down and 6, going deep downfield, and it's caught.
Pickens covered well, but he adjusted to it, and Denzel Ward didn't. You got one of the top corners in the league going up against Pickens, and Pickens wins that battle. And on a 3rd and 6, they pick up 32.
Remember, they stacked like this before, and he went to the inside route. This time he opts to go downfield, and the good thing here is great separation there at the end. Denzel Ward never is able to locate the football. What a job there. Nice throw to give him a chance.
So now Jalen Warren checks in. Wilson is 4 of 4 on this drive. Harris has the majority of the yards for the team so far. Pickens, catch, run, slips out of there. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The elusive George Pickens. And he punted the ball after the score. 17 yards.
Needs to thank the people in front of him. There's Skoranek, 15. And then coming on the other side was Michael Pruitt, 81. And look at him, can't get on in there. They're trying to get him over the sideline, but look at him, keep his feet in bounds. Excellent body control. But Skoranek, known as a fierce blocker, sometimes he's like a lead fullback, and he does it again on the perimeter.
You saw Patterson earlier in the drive at running back. Now it's Jalen Warren. They get the play off. Wilson on 3rd and 8. Catch. Pickens turns the corner for a first down. And a spin move. There are 5, 6 Bengals in the area.
We'll get to the penalty in a second here, but watch the catch. Ooh. Almost loses it, but he's running against Jermaine Pratt, so that's the lineup, that's the matchup you love. Then he takes the hit, and then at the end, lets Pratt know that he beat him on the route, drops the ball on him. What he's got to learn is what's the return on making a play like that? What's the return on getting the satisfaction?
One game his rookie year. Correct. Those stats are even more impressive.
Alex Smith was the starter. Mahomes was learning. Wilson
up top,
looking for the big shot downfield, and it's caught by Pickens. Wilson drops it down the chimney.
Watch this, a simple outside release, and he's trying to hold his ground, but watch the late hands. A DB is going to pay attention to.
2nd and 9. Jalen Warren back in. Down the sideline. Pickens makes the grab, and he goes in for the touchdown.
Got to score on this drive right here.
Deep down the left sideline, there's a little bit of pushing off there. And again, it's Pickens